Hi there folks, today we're checking out the Sennheiser HD 450BT. Let's do this. Hi there folks, and welcome back to Novum Verum. Here we have the Sennheiser HD 450BT wireless headphones. This was actually supposed to be the third product in my active noise canceling series, but unfortunately the other product that I had gotten in doesn't turned out to be a lemon. So I'm in the process of speaking with that manufacturer and trying to get another one in. Anywho, this came in a plain clear plastic bag. There was no heat seal on it whatsoever, but Sennheiser always has factory seals, such as this sticker here. This is something new. It looks like a clear tie down of some sort on this side, and although it doesn't seem like it, this top lid is actually glued on. I can't lift this up at all. So let's crack her open. And there we go. Alrighty. Ooh. Now I've had two other Sennheiser products in the past for personal use. Obviously, I haven't reviewed anything. This is the first Sennheiser product that I've gotten my hands on to review. Very strange packaging methodology here. Yeah, this was just pinned up that way, like so, inside. But over here, we have an aux cable as well as a USB Type-C charging cable. I did not know it came with a case, which is nice, and there's the instruction manual in there as well. And there she is. It's so pretty. Now, I don't usually go for all white products just because like it gets dirty very, very easily. But as you all know, I'm very conscious of prices, and this one was about, I would say, at least $40 cheaper than the all black version, which is somewhat odd because, you know, you'd think that this would be a limited production versus the black one, which would be more common and more, I guess, desirable. But yeah, this one was about $40 cheaper than that one. Anywho, as soon as you pick it up, there is some heft to this, and the construction, although mostly plastic, obviously, feels rather premium, very, very solid. It doesn't feel hollow at all. Now this gel headband here, it's very thin, to be perfectly honest. As soon as you press your hands on it, you feel the structure underneath. So I'm not overly happy about that. So the extensions do feel like they're just plastic, obviously a higher grade and a lot more rigid. And it is possible that they have some sort of metal reinforcement inside that, but I am unsure. Quite a bit of flex, as you guys can see, and I'm not putting a whole lot of force in that, so I would surmise that this is not necessarily sports headphones. but there's some decent articulation to this. And again, of course, it always folds down, so you can put it into your bag or put it into the included case. Alrighty. So on the left side, no controls whatsoever. And on here on the right, well, also on the left, there's some vents here, just underneath these prongs, I guess you would call them. So these are not marked whatsoever, which is a little disappointing. Not too sure what this vent is here. It's not obviously on this side. It's possibly a mic, not too sure. USB Type-C charging connector, the aux connector there. It's just an LED. This I would surmise would be a mic, which is very similar to this one, so maybe that's both mics. It is possible that this mic is specifically for the active noise canceling, as it will need to hear the ambient noise that's within the vicinity and obviously emulate it so it can cancel it out. So I'm gonna double check on that though. Let's see. That could be the ANC button there, on and off switch. Not sure which one this one is, but there is a little marker there, so that could be power. This is a toggle switch, so it's possibly for volume control and moving through your playlist. And we have another one here, which again, there's no indication as to what they are, so I'm gonna definitely have to read up on the manual just to figure out what all this is for. But there you have it. So I'm gonna do some reading and charge these bad boys up and take it for a test drive in just a moment. Be right back, folks. Thanks. All right, folks, here we are about to do the audio test. As you can see, I have the Sennheiser's HD 450BT on, and I am using Cinema FV5 in order to capture this video and audio. So the audio you're hearing, they're coming from this headset. So yeah, it's pretty chilly out, so I'm gonna do this real quick. Let me hop on out and let's do the outdoor test. All right, 1 second while I turn you around. All right, stepping out now. All right, so this is actually the first video I'm taking using my new Samsung S21 Ultra, which is a little gift to myself for having such a horrendous previous year. I think that goes for everybody. So, you know, retail therapy is a good thing. Just one thing for myself. So yeah, it's pretty chilly out. I think it's like -11 at the moment, and then it's supposed to snow again. And yeah, and I have to work tomorrow morning when the snow starts falling. So good times. Anyhow, this is the first Sennheisers that I am reviewing, but I'm already looking at a couple of other products that I'm interested in, as well as some other brands, as per usual. And this one actually, the only reason why I decided to pick this one up was one, because it had active noise canceling, which a commenter had specifically asked me to review. in regards to just products in general with active noise canceling. And I want to do another brand. I Monster and MPOW and NX Fire. It's pretty much the same ones, but I want to do something that's a little bit more mainstream, a little bit more well known. And this one, out of all the ones that I looked at, was the most approachable in a headphone style. And yeah, I think the price for these are actually pretty reasonable. Anyhow, I'm freezing my butt off, so I'm gonna head into the car, heat up, and head home to check the audio. And I'll be right back with my postmortem. Thanks, guys. All right, folks. So I'm doing this secondary audio test specifically for the mic. I just checked out the indoor-outdoor test, and this mic is kind of tripping me out. So this test is specifically to see how good this mic really is. All right. All right. Some people say that I'm the one to fall in love so fast. Yeah, my heart hurts, but I take my time and hope that it would last. Oh, I gave my all to you, baby, but you threw it all away when we would make love, baby. I could always make you say, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 ooh. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 ooh. All right. Give me a moment, folks. I'll be back with my postmortem. Thanks. All right, folks. It's postmortem time for the Sennheiser HD 450BT. And these folks are definitely keepers. Where to begin? So I picked this out specifically because it had active noise canceling. And I have to say this performed far better than all the other products I've tested, as well as some products I've had that had active noise canceling. The biggest difference is that this does not have a coinciding or accompanying background sound. With the Bluetooth, the Monster Persona ANC, even my MPOW X3s, they all have ANC, but every time you activated it, there was a hum or white noise in the background, even like a low drone, also a lot of distortion. This did not have that whatsoever. When I clicked it on, I just heard like a little bump, and then everything just got that much quieter. You're not going to get full isolation with these, but it definitely did a lot to mitigate any ambient noise filtering in. So this is absolutely great. Sound quality, so listening to my playlist, watching some YouTube videos, as well as some high definition movies. Again, these things are absolutely amazing. Music wise, highs, mids, lows, as well as the bass line were very full, very clear, flowed very well, blended very well. The clarity is what was so outstanding. There's one jazz song that I was listening to, and there was a piano solo going on, and then all the other instruments started slowly joining in. And it's so funny because I kept on rewinding it, because there's this part where the drummer was doing that slow rasp on his cymbal or his snare or whatnot, and I could hear it as he first starts doing it, and then it obviously gets louder, everybody joins in. It was crazy. Like, I was able to pick it out, just that one particular sound. There was also another movie I was watching. There was a car scene, And as in all movies with car chase scenes in the city, they knock over a trash can, and the lid, I could hear it like bumping onto and rattling on the ground, even though the chase had moved on in that split second. And I kept on rewinding it again just because like it was so clear that I could pick out that one particular sound. So these things are absolutely great. In regards to watching the movie on this, a lot of people have mentioned in other reviews and whatnot, and asking, like I've seen on Amazon, they ask, is there any lag, especially when it comes to gaming? So I played one game, I have two games on my phone, played one of them, and there was zero lag. These have Bluetooth 5.0, but I have tons of earbuds and headphones that have Bluetooth 5.0, and even though they're minuscule, you can still notice the lag. But with these, there was none whatsoever. And I think that was evident as well during my indoor-outdoor test, quote unquote. As per usual, I step outside, move away from in front of my car. I was maybe 4 meters away from where my phone was sitting on the dash recording. And I usually do my little turns to see whether or not I would disconnect, and there was none of that whatsoever. No distortions, no lag, no nothing. It stayed connected, and I was coming through so clear. So clear, in fact, that I had to do a secondary test, specifically because of the mic. I honestly, when I first watched the indoor-outdoor test, it sounded like I was talking through, well, my wireless lav. So I had to do that secondary test just to see if these actually performed the way they sounded like they did, and they do. The mic on this is absolutely amazing. It honestly, it's comparable to like a straight up regular microphone. So yeah, like when I did that secondary test, you can hear my breathing. It was capturing that, all the little tones and everything else, the riffs, the vibrato. I was astounded by what this thing can do. On another note, with the voice quality, so I called my friend up. We had a conversation. We got on just like chit-chatting, catching up, blah blah blah. This is the girl that I usually call about Bluetooth tests. If I'm coming through nice and clear and all this other stuff, she usually instantly knows that I'm on a Bluetooth headset, and she'll make comments whether there's distortions or I'm disconnecting or I'm cutting out, whatever it might be. But this time around, like, I had to ask her, so how do I sound? And she goes like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I'm on these Bluetooth headsets, like, how's the mic? How do I sound? And she goes like, she did not know I was on a Bluetooth headset. She thought I was just talking through my phone because everything was coming through loud, clear, no distortions whatsoever. And I think that's pretty evident of how great these are. So yeah, let's see what else. The buttons that I had no clue what they were. Let's go over them real quick. So this one right here on the first button on the right below the mic, that is a multifunction button that turns the unit on and off. It also activates the active noise canceling with just one click, turn it on, click again, turn it off. There's also other functions that this thing can do. So when you hold it down, you actually hear tones in the ear cups. And depending on how many tones, it does a certain function. I won't go over that because there's several. This one right beside the USB port is actually a dedicated volume control for increasing and decreasing the volume. The one next to it, which is a toggle switch as well, is actually for moving backwards and forwards on your playlist, as well as pausing and playing. And this last button here, all the way in the back, right beside the little prong here, I guess, that is a dedicated button for your assistant. So not your executive assistant if you have one. I'm jealous if you do. But for Google or Siri or whatnot, whatever you might have on your phone, just click that. So long as it's connected, you can just go ahead and use that. So I thought that was pretty nifty. Let's see what else. Ooh, I never got it tested out. I actually didn't even know about it until I looked at the box again. So Sennheiser has come out with an app. I believe it's called the Smart Control app. And from my understanding, it's really just like an overblown equalizer that's specifically made for Sennheisers. And on that, you can obviously tweak it so that you can get the absolute best listening experience for yourself and personalize it. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I never got to check it out. I'll test it out and see how it is, but my understanding is just like another equalizer. On that note, I never actually used any of the presets or played around with my music apps equalizer whatsoever. So out of the box, this thing is absolutely amazing. So cons. Once again, the bass is not as thumpy or as strong as some people would like. So don't expect, really deep bass from this. You'll get a good amount, and again, very well blended with the rest of the music that you're listening to, or explosions in a movie, blah blah blah. You'll still get that, but these are not as strong as again, some people would prefer. But overall, I think these are absolutely amazing headsets. Price. So this regularly retails for, I think, $230 Canadian. That's the price on Amazon, Best Buy, and everywhere else I could find it. It does fluctuate up and down. Now, strangely enough, I was able to capture this on sale for $168 Canadian on Amazon. So I lucked out. It's, I think, back to regular price now at $230. But this obviously does go down in price, whether it's a coupon or whatnot. So look for that if you're interested in a high quality product. I've obviously had other products at the same price range, regular price or not, but these outperforms all of those completely. Sennheiser has put out a really great product in the 450BT. Yeah. So real quick, this was supposed to be my third and last product in my 3-part series, but unfortunately the second product I had gotten in, as I mentioned, turned out to be a lemon. The ANC has a dedicated ANC on and off button, and that one works just fine. But for the life of me, I couldn't turn the entire unit on to use. I've been going back and forth with the manufacturer. It works in line when I plug in the aux line and I'm able to, listen to music, but I told them that's not the whole point. The point is it's supposed to be wireless, and I'm supposed to be able to use it for voice calls. Yeah, so hopefully I can get it sorted out, but in the meantime, I have chosen another product to bring on board in order to round out my 3-part series. So look forward to next Friday It's another big brand. Again, just want to, expand away from just the usual ones that I've been doing thus far. I'm still going to continue doing those as well as some other ones. There's some new brands that I've never seen before that are at the more affordable side of things, and some even have like some pretty high-end stuff. So who knows? Lots of stuff to review, definitely. But anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.